Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you're all doing super well today. All right, my hair decided to go all crazy just as I got on to do this video. Lord. Anyway, if you're tuning in for the very first time, goodness, why are you doing this here? Why are you doing this? Anyway, if you're tuning in for the very first time and you don't know who I am, my name is Stef. I'm a psychic soul alignment coach, and I help spiritual entrepreneurs create their greatest level of impact, influence, and income through deeper levels of soul alignment. So that is how I help people. I do free video teachings every Friday here on my YouTube channel that I am guided to speak on as per my spirit guides. Don't mind my hair today. I don't know what's happening to it. But anyway, this Friday's video is all going to be around how embodying your higher self helps you to create a successful spiritual business and make an impact. So if that's something that speaks to you, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on that teaching and you're able to catch me live on Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, every month as well on my YouTube channel, I do monthly energy readings to let you know what to anticipate for the month that we are stepping into. So today I will be speaking on the June 2020 energy reading so that you know what to expect. I also do weekly energy readings every Monday on my Facebook business page to let you know what to expect from the week. So if you would like to follow me on Facebook or any of my other social media handles, I'm on Instagram, and I also have an amazing Facebook community, then I invite you to check out the links in the description of this video so you can click on those and follow me in all the places because I do different things in different places and I wouldn't want you to miss out. So when I asked about the energy for June 2020 and what we could expect, what the message was, I got that there was going to be 3 key themes in the month of June, okay, for those of you watching this. So the first one is going to be relationships. The second one's going to be all around acceptance, and the last one's around fear. And so here's what they wanted me to say. I'm going to read out the message that I channeled, and then I'll speak more to it at the end. But they said, the energy of June is a very slow-paced energy. It will provide space for self-reflection and going within. It's a time to really evaluate and analyze what's working and what's not. What do you truly desire to have and create more of in your life? What will you no longer tolerate? What are you ready to be more, what are you ready to be to move yourself in the direction of your desires? As the month unfolds, you will be given opportunities to face your fears and concerns regarding your desires, worst case scenarios you've feared, and things that you feared about yourself even. You will begin to recognize this month just how exactly you have not been standing in your power and have been instead putting up with less than you deserve. To recognize this, you must get deeply honest with yourselves and ask, is everything in your life truly what you'd like for it to be? Are your relationships loving and thriving? Are they supportive? Are they passionate and exciting? Is your health uplifting you and giving you a greater experience of life? Is your business bringing you fulfillment and abundance? Are you serving people that you love? Are you receiving the abundance that you desire? Sure, there is always an ideal, perfect dream scenario for all these areas of life. It could almost certainly be better or perfect, but is what you have right now truly satisfying? Only you can be the judge of that. Many of you have been making excuses to accept less than what you would like and deserve to have or to experience. This is why June is a powerful month for self-reflection, to go within and seek the answers your soul has for you. It's a month for you to get clear on what you truly want and what fears are still holding you back from making it so. What fears are keeping you in mediocrity? What fears are keeping you in receiving less than you deserve? As you explore yourselves and your true desires throughout the month and the fears associated with them, we want you to shift into a state of acceptance towards yourselves. To accept that where you are and that what you have become was only because you were afraid of going after what your heart and your soul truly wanted because of fear or because ego stood in the way. And to let that be okay. Forgive yourselves. Accept your circumstances. Accept that the journey has brought you this far and that where you're at is part of what you needed to happen to give you greater clarity and determination to go after what you do want. Then set all new intentions for the remainder of the year and the years to come. Get clear on what your life is like when you're not settling, when you're not living in fear, when your relationships are in harmony and start bringing those things into fruition and start moving towards them. Have love and acceptance and compassion for situations or for people which are showing you where you have been out of alignment with your heart's desires and true selves. So that is the general message for June. And basically what they said to me earlier when I came and I was talking to them was that, and I spoke to this a little bit around in my weekly energy reading this past week, which the energy reading for this past week was all around like having greater love and compassion, acceptance for yourself and forgiving yourself. And it was so spot on because there's a lot of like stuff happening this week with people having just complications with their relationships with themselves. So anyway, the point is that they said in the weekly energy reading that we're now approaching, half of the year. And that is getting people to kind of think about what they've achieved so far this year. It's kind of like a mid-year check-in or something like that, or evaluation. And people are kind of looking and saying, okay, so half the year is gone. What have I been able to do? And a lot of times people use that as a way to be hard on themselves, to be like, oh my God, I had all these goals at the beginning of the year, and I wanted to do all these things, and I'm not moving forward with them in the way that I like to. Maybe some of you are moving forward, and that's amazing. Congrats. But there are those of you that haven't been moving forward with the things that you wanted to. And so you're being hard on yourself. Or maybe things right now don't look the way that you want them to because of the coronavirus situation, maybe having made some of your plans more difficult to achieve. Like I know of someone right now who's coming to mind who wanted to move to another country, but couldn't do it with this whole situation happening. So that quite often throws us off and makes us feel like we're not moving forward, we're not growing, we're not progressing in the way in which we want to. And people quite often take that as a way to start feeling frustrated with themselves and being upset with themselves. And that doesn't help you to move forward. So please don't do that. It's like the guide said, have acceptance for where you are and what's going on, and let that be okay, and just get clear on, okay, what do you want moving forward instead? How are you going to rework things instead? And also with those of you who maybe feel like you're not where you want to be at this point, it's really important for you to get honest about the fears that have been keeping you from going after what you want. And to really just recognize that where you have been playing small, where you have been doubting yourself and sabotaging your success, and as a result, not growing at the rate at which you had the potential to. Just really recognizing those things and just loving and forgiving yourself for the things of the past, because it's all part of your journey. And sometimes, we need to do things in that way to really encourage us and motivate us to stop it, to like go after what we truly desire, to no longer just conform to what we've been getting, or to no longer keep getting by, or keep accepting the struggle, and just finally decide, no, you know what, I want to turn things around, because you really have the opportunity to turn things around for the last half of the year. And so much could powerfully change in the last half of the year. But in order to change that, you first need to take this time to really go within and like really just evaluate your life and the different areas. And for the areas that you're not satisfied with, get clear on what you really do want. And for those of you that are kind of tricking yourselves into thinking that what you have is good enough, you got to be honest with yourself and recognize like good enough is not cool. You deserve more than just good enough. You deserve the best that you can have, but you have to stop justifying the things that are just like good enough. You have to stop justifying the mediocrity. You have to just stop accepting the bare minimum and really allow your true desires to come forward and to go after them and recognize what fears are keeping you from really going after them. So I asked, because I channeled this a couple days ago, I think, and I pulled some cards. I asked, if there was any more messages that we needed to know. And so I got this card. This is Master Buddha. And it says increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. And then I got these other two cards. And this is transformation with Archangel Zadkiel. And the other one is signs from heaven. And so I'm going to read you the message from the Buddha card. Because I felt like when I read it, it was so appropriate. And I don't normally pull cards, but I just felt like I needed to pull cards for this reading the other day, and the messages were spot on. So the message is, you are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you really feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this way will help you to move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember that you are part of something greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all your acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. And this is why, this Buddha is all about increased awareness. It's really about you going within. You have to really get honest with yourself this month. Like, June is going to give you opportunities to self-reflect. So you really have to go within and really ask yourself, are you really satisfied with your relationships? Okay. It's like they said, like, yes, of course, things could be even more perfect. Of course, there might be an even more amazing version of your different areas of life or whatever. But is what you have right now really satisfying to you? Is it truly fulfilling you? Is it truly lighting you up? Is it truly bringing joy to your life? When you think about your relationships, your business, your career, your finances, your health, your spirituality, your well-being, when you think about these different areas of life, are you really feeling truly, whole and complete with them now? Are they really the best that they have been? Or could they be better? Or are there things that are just not out of alignment? Because there's something that's dissatisfying you with them. So if there's something there where you feel like, not really happy with this, or this is actually making me miserable, or something like that, where you're not really feeling excited, lit up, joyful, all the good things, then you need to get really honest with yourself. That's where you need to really tap into your inner guidance. And you need to ask yourself, what do you truly want? What do you truly want from that, or in that relationship, or that area of your life? And to really decide, what you desire, and then move forward and start making the necessary shifts and bring to your awareness what has been keeping you from making those shifts, what has been keeping you in this dissatisfaction or this mediocrity, or accepting and conforming to what has been keeping you to that? Why have you been unwilling to break free from that? Why haven't you been staying in your comfort zone with these different things, just accepting them and just being like, this is good enough? What has been keeping you there? Really get honest with your fears. And then you have to decide that you're going to transcend that over the next few months and to change that around to get what you truly desire. You have to decide that you're going to change. Because that's the only way. That's the only way. And so as you do that, that's where you're going to go through this transformation. That's where you're going to really move beyond all those things and allow yourself to move forward. And this is really important. I've gone through this myself. I had a relationship that was not really, it was okay. There was love there, good times there. There were certain good things there. But overall, if I really got honest with myself and I tuned into my inner guidance and I asked, is this really my dream relationship? Is this really what I want in the long term? Like that long-term vision for myself? I knew right away, no, this was not it. And I had to decide to release that relationship from my life. And that's the thing, is that sometimes people don't release relationships or businesses or certain habits or whatever that they need to let go of to align themselves with their greater vision, because they like being in their comfort zones, because they don't want to hurt other people's feelings, because of, they don't want to be alone, whatever it is. And they hold on to those things, but that's holding on to mediocrity. That's holding on to less than what you deserve. And you can't get what you truly deserve if you're still holding on to this stuff. You have to be willing to let it go. And you have to recognize what is keeping you from letting go. So recognize that, the things that are not really satisfying to you, go within, see what you really want, see what's keeping you from that, and then choose differently and move forward and transform your life from that space. And this is, your life. You're creating it always. Nobody's creating it for you. So you have to really take this time to go within and to really, really start doing your part to bring your life into alignment with what you truly desire. It's interesting because this relationship that I just mentioned to you guys, when I tuned in, so my ego, was telling me like, yeah, of course you want to be with this person. You love them. They love you. They try their best and all this other stuff, right? And my ego was trying to convince me to stay in a relationship that really wasn't for my highest good, when I really tuned into my inner guidance. And I asked my soul, I was like, girl, like, do I really want to be in this relationship? My soul was like, no, I want to be alone. And I was like, okay, cool. But then the next day, ego was creeping in and was like, oh, maybe you heard wrong. Maybe you made a mistake or whatever it is. And so then I got on my phone and I was like, hey, universe, send me a message. Let me know that I heard correctly, that I got the right inner guidance. And I got onto YouTube and on my Estoy Ocupada, and then I got on my phone, my YouTube, and I got onto my home screen on YouTube, and like the very first video that popped up on that was like an Abraham Hicks video. And those thumbnails, those video thumbnails sometimes have like these messages on them, right? And so the picture that actually showed up for me when I got onto YouTube, it said, you need to let them go, or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, confirmation, right? Signs from the universe, signs from heaven. So I knew like, okay, this is not really for me. I have to be willing to let go of mediocrity in regards to my relationships, because I deserve to have the best, most harmonious relationships. And this is not it for me. And I have to make that hard decision to let that go and not let the fear of being alone again, and being single and stuff and whatever else to keep me in this relationship that is really not for me, and to allow myself to move forward with what I truly want, right? And so that's what you all need to do in the month of June, is really go within and explore your true desires. What does your soul really want you to do? Because I've been talking about soul alignment since the beginning of the year, especially since I rebranded myself as a psychic soul alignment coach. And our souls are really coming through more powerfully. Our souls are really trying to guide us down the path that is truly for our highest good. And that is going to lead us to our ultimate like happiness and fulfillment and abundance and joy and all this other stuff. Our soul's always trying to lead us down that path, or our higher self. And we just have to be willing to listen and to tune in and connect with that, and then see what is holding us back from creating that. What is keeping us in these toxic or negative habits or situations or relationships or ways of being, whatever it is. And then being willing to release those things, being willing to move through the fears and make the necessary action steps to align ourselves with what we truly desire. And so you can set the intention this month. You can always set it at any time, but you can set the intention for your guides, the universe, angels, whoever you believe in, to support you in helping bring to your awareness where you're out of alignment with your true soul's desires. And then allow for the signs to show up, allow for them to just pop up as needed, and maybe it'll pop up in the sense of like a message from YouTube like mine, or you'll hear about a certain topic, or certain situations in your lives will start becoming more present, more prominent. So if you're questioning whether or not a relationship is for you, and then all of a sudden you see that there's an increase in arguments in your relationship with your partner, then that might be a sign that that's not the relationship for you, right? So the universe is always there trying to help you, but you have to ask for that help. You have to do your part to go within and see where you're holding back, because you are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your life. So if your life isn't what you want it to be, you need to recognize that on some level you are holding back, you are playing small, and to get clear on, okay, what do you truly want, and what is keeping you from playing a bigger game and going after that and trusting in that and believing in that and creating that with the universe, and then working through that and allowing yourself to move forward. Okay, so once you recognize that you have been holding yourself back in any way because you've been afraid for whatever reasons, giving into your ego maybe, or whatever may be, let that be okay. Because again, it's like the Buddha card said, if you're like against yourself or something, you're not going to allow yourself to move forward. So you have to just allow that to be okay, and just recognize, okay, your fear was getting the best of you, or your comfort zone, was tricking you to stay in certain situations that you really didn't want to be in. But just allowing that to be okay so that you can allow yourself to move forward and succeed. I'm going to read you the other card from the Archangel Zadkiel card. So the card says, okay, the angels are here to acknowledge the emotional and physical transformations that have taken place in your life. They can see you more clearly now that you have released the old and dusty thoughts, actions, and situations from your life. You are moving to a space where you are more comfortable in your skin than ever. You have transformed yourself physically and emotionally, and this is seen through the strength of your very divine and aligned spirit. So this is what I want you to understand, is when you go within and you do this stuff that I just said, by the end of June, if you do your part and you do the inner work, you're going to feel that transformation. You're going to feel like, okay, June brought up a lot of things for you, but it was all worth it. And now you feel like you're really moving forward and making progress, and you're finally bringing this about. Because again, so much can change from now till the end of the year. You really can turn things around, but you have to, do your part. Okay. So I really hope that this has helped and made sense to all of you. Please let me know in the comments below what you thought of this reading, if it helped you in some kind of way, if you're excited about June and the personal reflecting and stuff. I also did a yearly energy reading on my channel, and you can find that on my channel if you look for it. I will try to hopefully put the card up here at the end if it lets me do it right away. Sometimes YouTube is really weird and doesn't let me add my cards when I do my videos. I have to wait like a day or something. But you can check that out and see more on that. And it gives you a little clip as to what to expect from June. But this was more in depth about June. So thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of my video teachings, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so that you're always notified of new videos that I upload. I'm always uploading on things around entrepreneurship, mindset, manifesting, empowerment, healing, spirituality, to help you to move forward with your life, to help you to reach your highest potential, come back to who you truly are, and make an impact if you're a spiritual entrepreneur. So if those things interest you, be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.